Think you're fueling your Lexus correctly? One of these myths could be draining your wallet. Some of them are so common that even people at dealerships sometimes get them wrong. Here are the 7 fuel myths Lexus owners fall for and what the truth actually is. Myth 1. Premium gas makes your Lexus run better, even when it doesn't require it. This one gets people every time. You bought a luxury car and want to treat it right. So you go straight for the 91 or 93 octane every single fill up without ever checking whether your engine actually needs it. Here's the thing. Lexus builds engines with specific compression ratios. The ones that require premium, like the IS350, the RCF, or the LS500, genuinely need it to prevent engine knocking. But the ES350, ES300H, and UX250H, those run on regular 87 octane straight from the factory. Lexus says so right in the owner's manual. Premium gasoline has a higher octane rating, which means it resists premature ignition, what mechanics call knocking or pinging. If your engine has a high compression ratio or a turbocharger, it needs that resistance. But if your engine is tuned for 87, putting in 91 doesn't add power. It just costs you about 30 to 50 cents more per gallon for absolutely zero benefit. Open your glove box right now, find the owner's manual and look up your fuel requirement. If it says 87, run 87. If it says 91 minimum, don't go cheaper. That word minimum is doing a lot of work there. But fuel myths don't stop at the pump. Some of them show up when you're sitting in the service department. Myth 2. Every fuel system cleaning service is necessary. You bring the car in for a simple oil change, and the service advisor comes over with a list of recommendations. Somewhere on that list is usually a fuel system cleaning or fuel induction service. They tell you it's good for the engine, and suddenly saying no feels like you're not taking care of your Lexus. What most people don't realize is that Lexus doesn't list fuel induction cleaning as a regular maintenance item in the owner's manual. You won't find it scheduled at 30,000 miles, 60,000 miles, or any other mileage interval. That doesn't mean the service is always useless. In some cases, engines with specific issues may benefit from additional cleaning. But for the average Lexus owner with no signs of problems, it's often sold as an extra service rather than a required one. That's why it's worth asking a simple question before agreeing to it. Is this recommended by Lexus for my mileage, or is it an optional service? A lot of owners say yes because they want to take good care of their car, and that's completely understandable. But taking care of your Lexus also means knowing which services are actually necessary and which ones are optional. So next time, before you spend extra money on a fuel system cleaning, take a look at your owner's manual. You might find that your Lexus is already getting everything it needs. And speaking of things people buy for their fuel system, the next myth comes in a bottle. Myth 3. Fuel additives will fix carbon buildup on your Lexus GDI engine. Walk into any auto parts store and you'll find a whole shelf of products claiming they'll clean your fuel injectors and clear out carbon deposits. Pour it in the tank. Done. And for some older port-injected engines, there's actually something to that. But for Lexus, a lot of Lexus engines, particularly the IS250, the IS300, and several NX and RX models, use gasoline direct injection, GDI. In a GDI engine, fuel sprays directly into the combustion chamber, not into the intake port, which means the back of your intake valves never see fuel. And if they never see fuel, the detergents in that bottle you just poured in are completely useless for valve carbon buildup. Carbon builds up on the intake valves in GDI engines because oil vapors from the crankcase recirculate through the PCV system, hit the hot back of the valve, and bake on. No amount of tank additive reaches that area. The fuel doesn't go there. To actually clean those valves, you need walnut blasting, a process where shops blast crushed walnut shells through the intake manifold with the valves open. Some Lexus owners with higher mileage engines genuinely need this every 60,000 to 80,000 miles. There is something you can do to slow the buildup. Use top-tier certified gasoline. Toyota and Lexus are among the automakers who developed the top-tier standard because regular EPA minimum detergent levels just aren't enough for modern engines. AAA testing found that non-top-tier gas produced up to 19 times more engine deposits than top-tier brands after just 4,000 miles of driving. Chevron, Shell, Costco, Exxon, all top-tier. Cheap off-brand stations often aren't. Check toptiergas.com to know where to fill up. Of course, fuel myths aren't always about what's in the gas. Sometimes they're about when you buy it. Myth 4. Filling up in the morning gives you more fuel for your money. You've probably seen this one shared online 100 times. Fill up early in the morning when the ground is cold. The fuel is denser, you get more energy per gallon. Sounds logical, doesn't it? Here's why it doesn't work. Underground storage tanks at gas stations are buried 4 to 6 feet underground. At that depth, the fuel temperature barely moves. It stays within a few degrees year-round. The difference between a morning fill-up and an afternoon fill-up is maybe 1 or 2 degrees Fahrenheit in the fuel temperature. At the pump level, fuel expands roughly 0.1% per degree Fahrenheit. On a 15-gallon fill, you're talking about a difference of a few drops. Literally, drops. The myth comes from commercial fuel transport, where large tanker deliveries measure density carefully because the volumes are enormous. At the consumer pump level, the effect is too small to measure. What actually saves you money? Use GasBuddy to find the cheapest top-tier station nearby. A 10-cent per gallon difference over a year of fill-ups adds up to real money. But saving money on fuel means nothing if your fueling habits end up costing you repairs. If you're enjoying the video so far, hit subscribe for more Lexus ownership tips and maintenance advice. Now, let's get back to it. Myth 5. Running your Lexus low on fuel is fine as long as you don't run out. A lot of people treat the low fuel warning light on their Lexus like a challenge. How far can I go? And look, the car lets you push it. The warning usually comes on around 2 to 3 gallons remaining. That's still enough to go 50 or 60 miles on most Lexus models. But what's happening inside the engine during that whole time is a different story. Your fuel pump sits inside the gas tank, and it uses the fuel itself to stay cool. When you consistently run low, the pump is exposed to air and heat. Over time, that overheats the fuel pump motor, degrades it faster, and eventually causes it to fail prematurely. A fuel pump replacement on a Lexus ES or RX at a dealership runs $800 to well over $1,000 once you factor in labor. There's another issue with low fuel driving that gets ignored. When the fuel level drops, sediment and debris that settle at the bottom of your tank get stirred up and drawn toward the pump and filter. If that debris makes it through a degraded filter, it can reach the fuel injectors. Injector damage on a direct injection Lexus is not a cheap fix. Keep it above a quarter tank as a habit. It protects the pump, keeps debris settled, and means you're never stuck scrambling for a station at the worst time. And while we're on the subject of fuel quality, let's clear up one ingredient that gets blamed for almost everything. Myth 6. Ethanol in gasoline will damage your Lexus engine. This one circulates constantly on Lexus forums and owner groups. Ethanol is destroying engines. Avoid anything with ethanol at all costs. And it's gotten to the point where some Lexus owners are genuinely stressed about what they're putting in the tank. Here's what's actually true. The gasoline you pump at almost every US station is E10, 10% ethanol. It has been the standard blend in America for over a decade. Every modern Lexus engine is fully engineered and warranted to run on up to E10 without issue. Your seals, fuel lines, and injectors are designed for it. Where ethanol becomes a real concern for Lexus is at higher concentrations. Lexus explicitly warns in owner manuals not to use gasoline containing more than 15% ethanol. E85 85% ethanol is a flex fuel that Lexus engines are not rated for. Using it in a non-flex fuel Lexus can cause lean running conditions, fuel system corrosion, and drivability problems. The concern isn't ethanol, it's the concentration of ethanol your specific engine was designed to handle. Also worth knowing, Lexus specifically warns against gasoline containing methanol, which is different from ethanol. Methanol is genuinely corrosive at any level and is found in some racing fuels. Don't confuse the two. E10 at a top-tier station? You're completely fine. E15 is on the edge. Lexus advises against it. E85 is a hard no for any standard Lexus. Myth 7. Octane boosters from the parts store can replace premium fuel in your Lexus. If you own a Lexus that requires premium and you're trying to save money, you might have stumbled across Octane booster additives. Pour a bottle into 87 octane fuel and suddenly you've got premium, right? The packaging sure seems to promise that. Here's the reality. Consumer-grade octane boosters sold at parts stores typically raise octane by 2 to 3 points at best, and that's under ideal conditions. Getting from 87 octane to the 91 your Lexus requires means you need a 4-point increase. One bottle won't reliably get you there, and stacking bottles to compensate can introduce unexpected chemistry to your fuel mixture. Beyond the math, there's a more important concern. Some octane booster formulas contain MMT, methylcyclopentadienyl manganese tricarbonyl, which is an octane-enhancing compound that Lexus explicitly says to avoid in all models. MMT can destroy your oxygen sensors and catalytic converter. On a Lexus, replacing a catalytic converter at a dealer can cost $1,500 to $2,500. If your Lexus requires premium and you're in a real pinch, long road trip, no premium available, one tank of regular won't destroy your engine. The ECU will adapt by retarding ignition timing. You'll notice less punch and acceleration and slightly worse economy, but the car protects itself in the short term. Just go back to premium at the next station. Octane boosters have their place in racing applications with specific high compression setups. For a street-driven Lexus, they're an expensive gamble. Just buy the right grade of fuel from the start. A bottle of booster costs you $5 and gives you maybe 2 points. One tank of actual premium costs you $1 more and gives you exactly what your engine was calibrated for. The math isn't close. Most of these myths sound believable, and that's why so many people fall for them. If you found this helpful, make sure to check out some of our other Lexus videos on the channel. Let me know in the comments what Lexus topic you would want me to cover next. Don't forget to hit subscribe because I post new videos every single week. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.